Hello. Someone asked me, actually I received two very similar emails, and they had this feeling about themselves. Can you convince me that I am a spiritual being and that I am not the body? The body is not who I am. Okay, I can't convince you, but if you listen very attentively, if you're totally honest and open and receptive, yes, I can help you to get that insight. But please remember, these words are merely words. You have to feel them in your heart. Once you begin to feel their validity, their truth, then something starts to happen. Because the wonderful thing about it is that even though you want me to convince you, yet there is a need for you to be convinced, because somehow or other there is a part of you that already recognizes this fact, but it's conditioned otherwise, and so it's kind of blocked. Well, okay, let me start by saying this. What is it that you really want? What is it that you want more than anything in life? Even now as you listen, write it down, or just keep it in your mind. Whatever it is. $1 million, travel around the world, have a lot of sexual partners, be successful, it doesn't matter what it is you want. Okay, now you have written that down or come up with it? Good. Now next I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to be very blunt about it. What is it that you come up with is not it. You see, we never see the obvious. I want $1 million. Why? To do what I want, to be free, to have power. What is power? What is freedom? You see? So we have to discover that. So what it is that you want first is you. You, the me, is what you want first. In fact, anything that happens to you, you're asking at the back of it, unconsciously, what's in it for me? This has to be accepted. Oh, a part of you will probably say, no, because you don't want to sound selfish. But it's inevitable. Everybody starts out selfish. Everybody starts out as an ego. It's inevitable. It's a normal thing. Okay? What you want is you. Now, if you are very much self-concerned person, totally self-absorbed, all you ever think is you all the time. What are they doing this to me? Why is it like this? Then of course you're suffering psychologically. All emotional problems, all they are is self-concern, self-absorption. And as we move deeper, we will find something much more. How do we find that more? Okay, the second stage. Now, isn't everybody the same? Isn't everybody for themselves? Whether they admit it or not, it's immaterial. The fact is that whatever we want is because we want to feel better, we want to feel good. Right? Good. So, the goodness that we want is really life itself. We know there is goodness. We want to feel good. That is the natural mode of life. We're here to enjoy, to experience, to experience the joy that we are. See, everybody's the same. Now we move to another deeper level. If everybody is the same, aren't we all one? Interconnected, interdependent, interrelated? Well, of course we are. You see, now you begin to understand that what comes around, so what goes around comes around. In other words, what you give, you receive. For example, I resent someone. There is resentment in me. I am judging someone. There is the judgment in me. I'm dissatisfied with the way things are. The dissatisfaction is with me. And we'll begin to understand at this point that not only we are all one, but there is no world out there. It's all in here. How you see things. So what you give, you receive automatically, because it's all one circle, oneness. And then you'll come to another very important recognition in time, once you have done these first three levels of seeing, is that the things that you want, like love and joy and peace and happiness, are not something. They are the moment itself, the now itself, when you forget yourself in that total embracement. Suppose you love something, you love it so much that you forget yourself in a moment and you say, oh, where did time go? You're listening to a beautiful piece of music, you're one with it. You're totally absorbed. For a moment you disappear and there's joy. You're out on the beach, lying back, basking in the sun with not a thought in your head, with no worries. You feel so good. Why? Because that is the nature of being. Being is who you are. You're a human being. The human is all self-concern. It's all a becoming process. The being is. And the paradox is that the human is always seeking the being, but it seeks it in the objective world. You'll find this as you start exploring. After you listen to this, start applying to your life. Don't argue with it, please. Don't make it right or wrong. Just begin to feel it in your heart, how valid this is. Because once you start to realize this, your life won't be the same. And you'll find peace. It's all one. Now the next question is, but you said, Burt, that I am not the body. But I see the body. The body is who I am. Well, yes, let's look at it from another point of view. I'd like you now to visualize your family album. And you leaf over the album and you see yourself as a baby. Yes, that baby was you, right? Okay. 10 years later, the body was totally different. Your personality was totally different. Your beliefs, your viewpoints changed. You were, let's say, 10 years old. A different body. Then you became a teenager. Very strong ego. And your viewpoints changed. Your way of life changed. Your body certainly changed. And, okay, now you're a man and a woman. And you're totally different again than when you were a teenager. So which body is real? It's recycled so many times. But you see, you keep saying, I was that baby, I was that teenager, I was that young man and woman. The point is, yes, you were, because of that one simple thing. The awareness never changed. You were aware all the time. If you were to look into the mirror for half an hour, and each minute is a year, 30 years will go by, you see the change in your body, you see everything around you changing, but you, the witness, the observer, just is unchanged. That is the unchanging part of you. That is who you are. Once you recognize that you are a presence, ask yourself now, who am I? And you'll find you cannot answer it. Because right now there is really no you that you think you are. All that there is just awareness, presence. This is who you are. Once you begin to recognize this, you'll find it to be the love, the beauty, the joy, the happiness, the spontaneity that you've always wanted. It's not tangible. It has no form, although it uses your form and it makes you more radiant. But it itself is the essence of you. It is the being that you are. Thank you. Namaste.